What up, boys, and welcome back to another video. As always, every single Monday we go through the mailbox and we see how much gold I've made on only Transmog on my current main realm, and then we do the Q&A session at the last part of the video. So if you guys got any questions whatsoever that you're wondering about, just leave them down in the comment section, and if you see a comment that will add a question that you find interesting, make sure to give it a thumbs up so I can see that there's a lot of people wondering about the same thing. But before we do that, mailbox. So cleared out the gold in my bags, and this week 267 auctions, which isn't too bad. That's like roughly average, right? And I'm aiming for like 500,000 gold a week on my Transmog tune. My auction house is really good right now. It's like 28 to 29 million gold in value and like 2,500 items-ish. So it's a really good auction house, and with that auction house I should be able to produce more gold weekly. But I don't do undercut scans, so I can't really expect more than 500k. So we're only going to mention the items worth mentioning, like a Buccaneer's Vest, really good. You can get it in like Shadowfang Keep, various open world farms such as the Crimson Whelpling and so on. It's a really good item because the sell rate is absolutely insane on it. 14k is actually less than market value though, way less. Primal Mooncloth, crafted, 8k. Masterwork Spirit Guard, sold a lot of these actually. Yeah, Saltstone Boots from Saltstone Cave, the Den Wampers in 1,000 Needles. The Hydral Expedition Bag, 8,000 gold this time. They sell really well. Well, 96,000 gold on the first 50 auctions. That is really good. Like, that's on track to get 500k in a week. And 500k is like, I'm really happy if I get 500k. I really am. Let's see. Because this is just like Transmog. I do a lot of Transmog farming though. I farm like roughly 3 hours a day, and it's usually Transmog. Like usually, sometimes I do materials or battle pet farms in between, but mostly materials, mostly Transmog, and I do some crafting of Transmog. So no undercuts, and oh my god, that's bad. 37,000 gold in the 50 auctions. Yeah. Well, was nothing worth mentioning in that one, man. It's still gold, you know, 37,000 gold. It just extremely bad items actually. Not a lot of auctions worth 1k plus. That was a bad one. But it sold. A lot of people would have ventured a lot of those transfer items, but was low value. But most of them had, well, a high sell rate, so you're obviously going to sell at some point. Let's see, the next clean out has to be better if we're going to get 500k. Not that much better, actually. 66,000 gold. Come on, nothing good. 7k, Blade of Misfortune, TBC World Drop. Time Warning. I've sold a lot of, like, yeah, these items are from Isle of Thunder. Due to the Sandalari, a lot of people buy Isle of Thunder Transmog. So I've sold a lot of IoT Transmog pieces, which is good. Actually, I need to restock on that one. But there's like 120 auctions left, and I'm at 200k. It's gonna be a rough one. I need like 150k every 50 auctions. Roughly. Oh, this isn't good. Come on. 87. It's better, but not where we want to be. A lot of crafted gladiator gear. Some more Island of Thunder pieces right here. 18k. Crafted bracers. Nothing really cool. That's what I miss about Legion. In Legion, it was no problem selling the big mogs. You had like 50k plus transfer items constantly, every single week. But not anymore, man. Now it's just a bunch of shitty items adding up to a decent amount still, by all means. 288, 67 auctions left. Oof, this is where you could be saved in Legion on the last pages of auctions, because you could have something with great value, like a Philistine Longblade selling for 120,000 gold. Oh, now we're talking, man. 281,000. Spiked chain shoulders. Found in Stone Talon. Yeah, that's why. Actually remember, see, yeah, now, yeah. Sageblade crafted. The silver shell leggings, I like this sale. I like it a lot. Sold for 146,000 gold. Because it's one of the blue items taken in Sunken Temple. And back when I did Sunken Temple, when I farmed it, a lot of people would laugh at me and be like, yo, Studen, just because these items have a high market value doesn't mean you're going to sell, blah, 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 blah. I mean, it doesn't necessarily, but they sold, and I sold a lot of items from Sunken Temple, so I'm happy with that one. And some dark iron plate, but 281,000 gold out of that one. That is just great. That is... We're going to get to... now it's going to reset the mailbox. Yeah, we got some more Time Worn. More IoT Transmog. Wait, do we get 600k? Oh, I think we're going to get 600k, right? Yeah, we are. Beautiful. Saved. Whew. Ending up at 608,000 gold. Not a bad one. Why is this one bugging out? Well, doesn't matter. So 608,000 gold this week. I'm super, super, super happy with that one, man. That was really good. And now we're going to move over to the questions. Let me see. What do we have? What is this one? Has having this YouTube channel based around gold making influenced how much you gold farm and how much you enjoy it? If you'd never started YouTube, would you still farm as much as you do, or would you be content with how much gold you've made and move on to something else? I feel like I'd enjoy it less. The funny thing is, if I didn't make YouTube, like streaming, I guess the streaming is what takes up the majority of my time, right? Because all the farms, all the playing that I do, like, I want to say 85% of the time that I spent on World of Warcraft, I live stream it, right? All the farms. So... due to that, I don't feel like I can do like extremely repetitive farms, like picking up flowers for 5 hours in a row, right? That is something that I don't really mind. I think it's a lot of fun, just doing these really grindy farms, like running around mining and running around doing herbalism while watching a movie or other streams and so on. That is something that I would do way more if I didn't live stream it, right? I really, really would. And I will be able to do 100 dungeons of the same, 100 runs of a dungeon pretty much back to back. And I wouldn't get bored of it. But like, since I'm live streaming it, I can't do 100 runs of Old Man in like 3 days. Because I'm only going to live stream Old Man. So I need some variation. And I guess if I didn't start with YouTube and... streaming in general, I would do way more of the farm that's considered like boring, but I would still farm just as much, yeah, because I don't really, well, you guys might think that I farm a lot, but in reality I only do 3 farms a day, and I have Thursdays off where I don't touch the game normally. So no, I don't think I would farm less. It doesn't matter if I have a lot of gold. I think I have like 50 million or something spread around many realms now due to black market auction hours. I have no clue, but I don't need gold for anything. It's just because I think it's fun. I do. And then number 2, Studen, if we keep relisting Transmog over and over and the item doesn't sell, should we vendor it? How many times is enough to relist? Okay, so this is, I do an extremely different approach than a lot of people. A lot of people just post whatever and gamble on the fact that it's going to sell, and if it doesn't sell after like 25 reposts, they just vendor it then. I try to determine if I'm sure if this item is gonna sell before I put it up on the auction house, right? You can't always know, you can't. But if I made the decision that this item, I truly believe that this item can sell, I just keep on reposting it until it sells. I never stop and be like, okay, screw this item. Unless someone has undercut it down to the point where it's pretty much worthless, you know, because a reason why I posted an item might have been because the value was really good compared to the sell rate, but if then the value in my realm goes drastically down due to undercutting, it's no longer going to be worth to post it. So I don't really have an X amount of times I allow myself to repost certain items. I really don't. And do you think you can live off Twitch and YouTube if you want to? Nah, I live in Norway, man. I'm Norwegian, and I don't make that much money doing Twitch and YouTube. Norway is expensive, as most of you guys probably know. And got a question. I keep between 1,200 to 1,500 auctions up on the auction house worth around 10 million gold, and I don't get many sales each week. Maybe ranging around 100k a week at most. I'm on a medium pop realm. I feel like I should be having more sales. Is that normal for the type of realm I'm on? I sell Transmog, both farm and craft it. I mean, you're doing pretty much everything correct, right? You have 1,200, 1,500. It's worth around 10 million, which is like 2 to 5 million short of what I would recommend, but it doesn't really matter because you might have good sell rates on your items. And you're doing both crafted and farmed, and you throw some mats, old and new, into it. So you're doing absolutely everything correct the way that I would do it. Now, I don't know what kind of items you have, but the problem is usually in what you're saying. It's a medium pop realm. The olds, like, I mean, the new medium pop realms is what was classified as low pop, like before they made the whole changes to low, medium, high pop. So your realm is probably pretty dead. And I played on a really dead realm before. I did make gold cap a couple of times, but that is because, in my opinion, the best way to make golds on low pop realms is going for what you know sell. You just gotta try out a lot of different markets, and you gotta stick to the things that work, right? And you gotta try to find niche farms, like things that nobody else provides on your realm. You're the only guy supplying the auction house with it. So it's way harder than the tactic that most of us is using, farming basically the mainstream stuff, throwing up on the auction house because we know it's gonna work, right? So if it was me, if gold farming is something you really want to get into, I would probably change realm. It's way more fun playing on a high pop realm like I do. I played on low, medium, and high pop is less gold per hour because items sell for less, but it's way more fun because you get more sales. But you can make some serious gold on your low, medium pop realms. You just got to do more research and find out what's your niche farm on those realms, and you're going to be swimming in gold, dude. You are. You should probably watch some of my older gold cap videos when I played in the low pop realm and see if I farm some items that you haven't tried on your realm. But that was it. That was the last question. So as I said, if you got any more questions, leave them down below in the comment section, and I will see you all in the next video. Until then, bye bye.